Hey, gamer friends, I'm
And
Danielle,
I'm Josiah,
and
and
we
we
are
are
ready
ready
to
to roll.
roll.
This is the second video in a two-part series that we're doing of the BGG Top 100 games as of April 2025.
Mhm.
The first part was games on that top 100 that we have no desire to play. And then the second one that we're doing today is going to be games that we can't wait to play.
Right. So, this list, we tried to pick like our top 10 and things like that, but we really couldn't keep it to 10.
Yep.
So, we have 20 games that we're bringing you that we can't wait to
Just
play.
for you.
Yeah. And so, how we're going about this is we are going to start with the lowest on the list. So we're going to go up from there.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily our order of excitement to play the games. It's just
Correct.
the order of how they show up on BGG.
That's right. And also, just to be clear, this is not our top 20 games.
Right.
This is just the 20 games from the top 100 that we can't wait to play.
Right.
Okay.
That's right. We've never played any of these.
Any of them. We will kick it off with the number 94 game on the BGG Top 100 as of April 2025. And it is probably the one I'm most excited to play out of this list.
Yes, I knew you would be.
Yeah. It is Aeon's End. Now, this is a fantasy deck building is the main mechanic of it. There's some bag building, or what do they call it? Chit pulling or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, but the main mechanic is deck building, which is my favorite mechanic of all board gaming. And it's about mages and dragons. And I mean, it's just right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, that D&D love that you have. It's all things high fantasy and
absolutely. Yeah. I cannot wait to play this one. So excited.
Next up on the list is number 93, and it is Revive. Now, Revive is one of those games that just initially catches your eye because it has this beautiful, colorful cover on it, and that makes me immediately want to play it. Yeah. But then whenever I looked into it, it looked like you are kind of visiting these ancient sites or something, and it just sounded like a really fun game.
Yeah. In an alternate life of yours, you're an archaeologist.
Yes.
That's your profession.
Yes.
Because you love it so much.
Yeah.
So this is right up your alley.
Yeah. And I don't even know if it's the archaeologist type of game, but it just seems like it would be really fun.
Yeah. Ancient sites and all of that.
Yes. Yeah. And I think it's a fantasy sort of setting. Sure. So anyway, I think it'll be really good. That's why I want to play it.
All right, the next one on the list is the number 83 game, and it is Kingdom Death Monster. This is what seems like a very fun game for me.
Yeah, it's totally a style game.
Right up my alley, yeah. So it's this eternally dark world where you are an encampment, and a small encampment, and it's cooperative. And then you have to grow your encampment with the other players, and then go out into this darkness and gather resources. And there's quests and things of that nature to grow your encampment. You encounter monsters, choose your own adventure kind of game.
Yes, that sounds like a lot of fun. I like the choose your own adventure style. I've never really played one in a board game yet, like that's kind of a choose your own adventure. I mean, I guess sometimes they have elements of that, but it would be really neat to see if someone could really do that well.
Super well, yeah. And make that sort of the main mechanism.
Right.
Yeah, because Slay the Spire does that a little bit. You have like a choose your path.
You do have a choose your path
sort of thing, but it's very limited.
Yes.
But anyway, it seems like really fun, like sort of dark and scary, environment. And anyway, it's cooperative and dice rolling, and it just seems like so much fun for me.
Number 7 on BGG Top 100 is Android Netrunner. This game, I initially just flew past it. I didn't even stop and look at it. And you were looking at it and you were telling me about it because it is basically, it's an LCG. Right. It's a living card game, and it's for 2 players. And looking into it, it's kind of that dystopian, but like 2-player battler kind of card game.
Yeah.
And so I thought that sounded fun. We like some of those other ones. This one, I'm not sure if it's still in print or if they're still creating content for it. I actually know very little about it. I haven't seen it. And so I haven't seen it anywhere pop up. So I'm not 100% sure on that. So it may not be one that's still readily available.
Right.
But anyway, it just looked like a lot of fun, like something we would enjoy.
Absolutely. Okay, number 76 on the list is Star Wars Imperial Assault. So you had me at Star Wars, BGG.
Yes.
On this list. But it looks really interesting. It is a campaign-style game initially, with some dice rolling and some grid movement and things of that nature. But what was so intriguing about it to me is that there's also another play style in the game they call it the skirmish game. Mm-hmm. And it is where you can have more like one-on-one combat, like tactical combat within the game. Mm-hmm. I assume you can do Imperial or Empire, Empire or Rebels, mm-hmm. Pick your side kind of thing. I don't know very much, obviously, about it, but it just seems really cool and interesting to me. And I love Star Wars. And so that's enough for me.
You might recognize this from our past list of games that we have no desire to play, because it was on my list of games I have no desire to play. Yeah. Star Wars is a fine theme. I enjoy Star Wars, but this one just didn't sound super interesting to me. I was just so.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 71 on BGG is Clans of Caledonia. Now, this one is kind of the opposite. This is one that it would probably strictly be on my list.
Right.
I love the idea of being a clan in Scotland, and you are kind of, I don't know if you're like growing up your clan, like you're having to vie for resources and keep your people alive. Or I'm not 100% exactly sure.
It seemed like a bit of a civ builder, kind of,
or there may be some farming in it and stuff. Yeah. I really like that. I think I would love this game. So, yeah, that's my next pick.
All right, number 68 on the list is Zulkan, the Mayan calendar.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so this game looks really interesting because of the main mechanism of the board.
Yes.
Right? So it has this big gear, and then there's gears all around it, and it turns, and based on that, I guess it's like actions you can take. And
or maybe like you have one of your meeples or something on it, and as it turns, it
tells you what you can do.
Yeah, it tells you what you can do. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I'm excited about it. I love the idea behind it.
Yeah, it's super fun. So we've had at least 2 games that I can think of right off the bat that had a gear action mechanism. Mm-hmm. One was the Windmill Valley.
Windmill Valley.
And then didn't Rats of Windstar have an element of that?
It's kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it does turn, it's in 3 or 4 areas that it turns. Mm-hmm. It tells you what. But anyway, it's still a gear action mechanism. And so anyway, it looks really interesting. We're excited. We actually have it. We haven't got to play it yet.
Nope.
But we're very excited to.
I think this is going to be on one. We are doing another series about being late to the party on games, because this is an older game. And so I'm really excited to get this one to the table and try it out and see if we like it. Next up is number 60 on BGG list, and it is Oathsworn Into the Deepwood. Yes, this is a campaign style game. It looks like it has these kind of big, epic minis and things like that, so it's kind of a mini game, but it looks really good. I've heard some great things about the story in particular, and that always intrigues me, because if I'm going to play one of those battle games, I really want a good story to go along with it, because I'll get bored if it's just battle after battle after battle, unless there's something in between that I'm like working toward, or there's goals, or there's I'm leveling up and I'm doing this. And I think this one is going to have all of those elements.
Yes.
So I'm really excited about it.
And that's all I need.
Yes.
Like, just give me all of what you just said, and I will be the happiest man alive.
Yeah.
So this is also one that is contending for most excited for me. Mm-hmm. Maybe number 1. Aeon's in this one. I don't know. They're both way up there for me.
Right.
Okay, number 58 on the list is Agricola. Yeah, this is one that will probably also at some point go on our we're late to the party list because it was made in 2007. It's a classic Euro. I think it has some farming and some.
I think it's all farming.
It's all farming.
I think
yeah,
so.
Okay. Yeah. It's one that we just need to play.
This is on a ton of people's lists.
Yeah.
It's like one of those classic games that if you're a gamer in the hobby for any length of time, you've probably played it.
Yeah.
And we are not one of those. Right. And so that's why it feels like one of those that I'm like, I really feel like we need to play this because it's one that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And I know that there's like you have to feed your people thing and it's really hard and it messes up sometimes. Oh, is she joining us?
Hey, Coda Bear. Did you want to be on the video too?
That's Coda. Anyway, we just want to play it. Check that box that says, yes, we are official gamers and we have played Agricola. Next up on the list is number 52, and that is Cthulhu Death May Die.
Yeah.
And this game is on a lot of people's like top 10 lists.
Yeah,
this is way up there for people. For this one. Yeah, so this is obviously set in the Lovecraftian world of Cthulhu.
Yep.
And this is the one where you start off a little bit insane,
yes,
right?
Yes, you do. And you can go more insane.
You can go more insane, but if you go too far down the insane rabbit hole, then bad things
happen.
To happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So that should be enough to say why we want to play it.
100%. Yeah.
It sounds so fun.
I cannot wait for this one too, because this is also vying for that top spot for me of most excited.
Yes.
I love that world and that theme, and it brings in some D&D vibes, with the Ithalids and the Mind Slayers.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you got to speak my language like Stranger Things.
Mind Flayers. The Mind Flayers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said Slayers, but it's Flayers. But anyway.
Okay. I wouldn't have known.
Yeah. But they will.
Yes, that's true. They will correct us for sure.
But anyway, super excited. Very much want to get this one and get it on the table. All right, next on the list is number 48, Underwater Cities. This is a basically card placement hand management game.
Right. There's like different colors and things based on what color it is. You get to do more actions or something.
Cards in those spots where they have to go. And,
right.
And it's about politics and production and science, it says.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, it's like got a little bit of city building element to it and things like that. So it does look really interesting. I love underwater theme.
Building a city underwater sounds kind of fun.
So that's why that one's on the list.
Number 47 is Kanban EV.
Oh, very much excited.
And this one is on the list because we have heard that it's a great Lacerda game. And I have recently been introduced to Lacerda. I've heard about them, of course, forever. But then actually playing Castles of Burgundy and falling completely in love with that game, I'm like, okay, I am ready for all the Lacerda and see what it's like. But anyway, and it is, what we've heard is it is just everything works super well together and makes complete sense.
Yeah.
And I love games that do that, where you are doing this action that does this action that does this action, and
it's linear.
Yes, it's linear. You kind of understand it. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
And so
what the game is you're a car manufacturer. You're building cars. And it's a factory where you have to actually build the car. And so you got to, put the wheels on the axle, and you got to put the frame on it, and, you go through and you paint it and all of that good stuff. And so that's what we understand about it. And it looks fun. It seems very, like she said, logical and straightforward and just satisfying.
Right.
So I'm super excited about this one.
Yeah, there's a few on my I want to play list, and so this is definitely one.
Yeah. Number 34 on the list is Orleans, or if you're from Oklahoma, Orleans. Yeah. No, but I think it's pronounced Orleans. Mm-hmm. Basically, this is a sort of dry looking Euro game.
Yeah, it doesn't look very exciting at all.
No. It has a building element. I don't know exactly what it is.
I think you're just building up your society.
It's like a bag builder or deck builder.
Oh, I don't know.
It has an element of that mechanic in the game. I don't know what it is though.
Okay, I thought you meant I just thought you were building up your society with like the different.
Yes, characters. I think you are doing that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're saying that you have like many paths to victory. So you have to figure out like, how do I use the farmers and the monks and the knights and all of that to work together really well.
Yeah.
It sounds like maybe tight resources. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you can't do everything you want to do in a game.
Right.
But I generally like games like that, so I'm really interested in this one.
Yeah, I'm not as interested in this one as you are, but I do want to play it. Mm-hmm. I do want to play it. And it's a bit of an older game as well, so this one could be seen on another video.
It might be eventually. Next up is number 28, and that is Arkham Horror, the card game.
Yeah.
We have played a bunch of these card games, and we really enjoy them. We like the Arkham Horror theme, but we've just never had an opportunity to play this game yet. We really enjoy other games similar. We like Marvel Champions. We like Lord of the Rings, the card game, although that one's probably our least favorite.
Yeah.
And we like Star Wars Unlimited. I just feel like this would kind of go right along with those.
And we have Mansions of Madness, which we have played, and
that's
really like that.
Same kind of theme.
Yeah, theme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have no doubts that we'll like this one.
Yes. This will be one of those that we'll have to decide like how much of it we want to get into, because it's that living card game and there's always content coming out. And you don't really want everything. So it's like, okay, just maybe a little bit here and there, and we'll see how we like it.
Right.
All right. Number 25 on the list is A Feast for Odin. This one I am really excited to play. I can't wait to play this one. It is just a big sandboxy worker placement game. I've heard you can put your worker in like 90 something different places.
That's crazy.
I know it is. And I think it would probably be overwhelming, but it's one of those that I'm like, I want to see what it's like to play this game. I've never played it before. And I want to play it in person. I don't just want to play it online. So
this probably wouldn't be on my list.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I know that. But it's the reason that I haven't played it yet is because I know this one is definitely not one that you'd be very interested in. And it is hard to spend money on a game that I don't know that you'll love,
Right. I might.
You might.
We don't know.
That's
we don't know until we try.
That's right. Anyway, so that's my next pick.
All right. Number 22 on the list is Nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have been told, and it does look like this from looking at it on BGG, that this is the movie Alien in a box.
Okay.
I am already intrigued.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are a group of people who are trying to survive aliens, and I don't know if it's the same, like you're in a ship and you're trying to get off, I think to that effect. Yeah. Uh-huh. One of the most intriguing things about this game is that there is a hidden role among the players. So one player has this role that they have to fulfill, and it could be murder another person in the party, or something else. I don't know, but
because I think doesn't everybody starts off working together, and at some point you're like somebody's taken over by an alien, but we don't know who it is,
right.
or something
to that effect. But that is so cool.
It is
to me.
It sounds fun.
I'm so excited about this. Now, the only downside is that mechanism may be really difficult for a 2-player game.
Yeah, I don't even know if it plays at 2-player.
I don't know either.
I forgot to look at that and see.
Yeah. So, I mean, you would almost have to have 3 or 4 players.
I agree.
For that to really work.
And probably to get the most out of the whole experience of the game anyway. Even if it does play at 2 players, just to get the whole experience. The
best experience. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, those are the reasons why Nemesis is on the list, and I'm very excited for it.
Number 18 is Scythe. And Scythe, again, is one of those games that everybody who's in the board gaming hobby has already played. And we kind of just missed the boat on it, or
haven't got to it yet.
Yeah, we just hadn't gotten to it yet. And so this is one that I do want to play because it is a Stonemaier classic game. We really enjoy Stonemaier games. And I loved the follow-up, the Expeditions game. And I know that a lot of people were really disappointed with Expeditions. And I think it's because they thought it would be more like Scythe.
Like a second volume kind of thing.
Yeah. So I know they're very different games, but just set in the same world.
Yeah.
But anyway, it does make me excited to play Scythe for the first time. I know I think there's asymmetric players and things like that. So I don't know. I think this could be one that we would really enjoy.
Yeah. It's not one that I'm like initially uber excited about, but I think I will enjoy it.
I think so too.
So yeah, looking forward to it. Number 9 on the list. We're getting up there. We're in the top 10.
I know.
So number 9 on the list is Star Wars Rebellion. And this is, from what I've heard, again, Star Wars in a box.
That's right.
The story. And so I love Star Wars. I love the movies. I'm in.
Yeah, so this is one. So I wasn't interested in Imperial Assault, but I am interested in this one because I'm like, if it really is like you get to tell the story of Star Wars, that sounds really fun.
Yeah.
And I also think that as the rebellion, I think you are kind of hiding from the Empire, and then the Empire is kind of trying to find the rebellion. Right. And so I don't know, that element is interesting to me. And so it made me a lot more interested in this one.
Yeah, the only drawback for this, for me, from being very, very excited about it, is that I think it has a lot of area control elements to it, which is not our favorite.
Right, that's true.
But I think it will be overcome by the coolness of playing out Star Wars.
Right.
So yeah, regardless, I'm super excited about this one.
Number 8 on the list is War of the Ring. And this is similar to what we just talked about with Star Wars. This is Lord of the Rings in a box.
Yeah.
And this one also has that like area control element that we don't typically like in games. Right. But because you can play out Lord of the Rings, I am all for it.
Yeah.
I don't think this will be a game that we would play all the time because I hear it's a really long game, but I'm willing to try and make that happen 100%. To play this game. I feel like this is one that we would actually really enjoy.
Yeah. So everything I just said about Star Wars Rebellion, copy and paste.
Right, exactly.
To this one. Even more so. Lord of the Rings I like even more than Star Wars.
I like it way better than Star Wars. Yeah. I like Star Wars, but I really like it.
I don't like it way more, but I do like it. I like it more. I mean, what else can we say? It's so cool, and I can't wait. And finally, the last one on our list is number 6 on the BGG Top 100 as of April 2025. And it is Dune Imperium. Yeah, I mean, very excited about this one. It is a deck builder.
Yes.
It's in the Doom universe, which I will say, we haven't seen the movies yet. And I think if we watch the movies before we play, it might increase our enjoyment of the game.
I think it would for me, because I've never really been super interested in the Dune stuff just because I don't really know anything about the story. Yeah. But the board game community seems to love Dune.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like maybe we would love Dune.
Yeah, I think we will, honestly. It seems like there's some different ways that you can go about winning the game, either by building up your combat prowess or your political prowess, and things like that. And so, again, very, very excited about this. Any deck builder, I'm here for.
I know. You're like, yes, I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's play.
Yeah. And so, especially if it does it well, and it seems to.
Yeah, number 4, I mean.
6.
Oh, number 6, sorry. Yeah. Number 6.
Yeah. It might be number 4 by the time this video gets released. You never know.
That's true. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.
And tell us down below in the comments, what are some games from the BGG Top 100 that you are really excited to play? We want to hear about it. We want some suggestions.
Yes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.